Hey guys, what's up? It's Kendall again, and welcome back to Tarot Tuesdays. If you're new here, hello, my name is Kendall. I do videos all things makeup, beauty, and life, so if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another video with me. This week on Tarot Tuesday, we are diving into the next in our sword suit. You guessed it by the title and description, the Nine of Swords. Let's dive right in, guys. Looking at the Nine of Swords, the card itself, the imagery. Okay, we see this woman sitting on the edge of her bed. Her head is held in both of her hands. She obviously is feeling sad or down or anxious. Seems to get the vibe of like up at night, something that keeps you up at night. We have the 9 swords hanging above the bed. We have this quilt on the bed that has like astrology, it looks like, maybe some roses or flowers, depending what deck you have. It looks similar to our girl from the 8 of Swords that we saw last week. So perhaps you could already make the connection that this is the same girl who was trapped and went through something difficult and has since been released, but maybe she's worried and just up thinking about what she went through, what she endured, or just has some anxieties over what's going on in her current life. We can think when we're up at night, we think of nightmares, just being anxious, down, depressed, despair, haunted by something. Right away, looking at this card, that's kind of the vibes that we get with the 9 of Swords. Let's talk about the 9 of Swords in a general reading based off of that. So when we see this popping up, first of all, we already said it. Fear, anxiety, something keeping you up. Sometimes this can represent your own traumas that you've endured. And maybe you're up at night because you can't confide in others. You can't go to others and talk about this and what has happened. And you're just dealing with it on your own. And ultimately, it's starting to affect you. Again, swords, I can't say this enough, is our mental realm. It's our mental thought process, which ultimately affects our communication. So mental and communication is huge here. And as we see with the swords, we're really dealing with something up here. Okay, something is going on. Questions may be attacking you, the thought of something, the rethinking scenarios. You're just being haunted and kept up by nightmares of something that you've gone through and something that you deal with. This is really an invitation to analyze yourself and see where your anxieties are stemming from. What exactly is causing you to be anxious and worried all the time? What is always on your mind that is just taking a toll on you mentally? Okay, explore that because that is exactly what the 9 of Swords is asking you to do. Concentrate on what matters, concentrate on what you have control over, and especially don't be afraid to let others in on what you're going through to offer you support and guidance through whatever this hardship is. What I really love about the 9 of Swords is that it's an invitation for self-reflection. And if you know me by now, my tarot readings I do for myself and others are always about self-reflection and current energies and how we can make ourselves better going into our futures and into our situations. Speaking of that, the 9 of Swords in a love reading indicates that you are going through a time period where things are causing you anxiety in your relationship. Either you're overthinking things, you're not dealing with trust issues, you're not dealing with something in your relationship that you have an issue with. It could be your insecurities. This could also mean guilt. And this anxiety may be causing you to remorse or just kind of stay away from your partner, kind of not isolate completely, but just kind of shut them out in a way that you're no longer communicating what's going on up here. And now that's going to cause you to avoid the problem overall, which is not what we want to do in a relationship. Okay, communication is key. And as we see through the Sword series, you're seeing how in a relationship, this mindset, communication skills, and mental realm is heavily affecting your relationship. So this is really important and just an invitation to self-reflect on what's making you insecure. What are you guilty about? What are you concerned with? Why do you have trust issues? Dive into that because that is what overall is affecting you in your relationship. If you're not in a relationship with someone and you find yourself single, this just means that you're holding on to things that are causing you anxiety, either remorse from past relationship trauma, past regret, or just overall sadness. It's time for you to reflect and really work on that in order to fully transition yourself into this next person that you're going to be and let go and work on things that are really, really bothering you. When we see the 9 of Swords in a career reading, what this means is that you are worried sick about your career or your workplace or something involving the career path. This is an important time to look and pause and look at the reality of the situation. What are you actually being worried about? Remember the Eight of Swords, we were blind to things. We thought that there was no options. Maybe you were creative and you got out of that mindset, but now you're filled with worry about what's going to happen next, or just stressed out about what's going to happen next. Your stress is mostly due to this up here. Your overthinking, your anxiety, your mental health in the workplace, or just overall affecting your workplace. And this is just a great invitation for you to self-reflect on things and see, are things actually as bad as they seem, or are you working yourself up because of different feelings you're having yourself? This could be a really overwhelming time for you. And please remember that when this card is pulled and you are feeling super overwhelmed, this is a good indication that it's time to speak to a family member, a friend, or even a health professional to help you navigate these mental health issues or just overall stress and anxiety that you're feeling right now. When we see this card pulled in a financial reading, this is indicating that your finances are stressing you out, girl, okay? And you are overthinking it, which is making it worse. It's keeping you up at night. It's I don't want to say over dramatizing it, because sometimes things are really bad, but you're making it seem worse than what it actually is. It can be bad, but your mindset may be thinking like, oh my God, we're not going to make rent next month. And it's like, yes, ma'am, you will. You're just overreacting a little, okay? So bring it back down, self-reflect, visualize your finances, really come to grips and be completely transparent with yourself of where you are struggling and where you will be okay, just a little tight. When we see the Nine of Swords pulled in reverse, this is still indicating you're dealing with some anxieties, you're dealing with some stress, maybe some mental health issues going on, but you are open to receiving help. You're communicating with your partner, you're communicating with family members, friends, health professionals, getting the help that you need. You are dealing with the anxiety rather than just sitting and overthinking about things that are bothering you. You're taking the necessary action steps in order to take care of the issue at hand. When it's reversed, you're really taking the necessary steps to push through and figure yourself and the situation out. The Nine of Swords is really, really a beautiful card. I mean, they're all beautiful cards, but the Nine of Swords is really telling you like, hey, I know we're struggling mentally right now. We're not really communicating with others. You're up all night. You're stressed out. You're anxious. Your mental health is starting to slip, or you're just super overthinking things. But this is just telling you, hey, pay attention. Why are you stressed out? Why are you anxious? Where is this coming from? It's a great self-reflection card for you. And not only that, but always a reminder that if you are seriously struggling, to reach out to other people who can help you. You don't have to be anxious alone. And sometimes it is good to bounce off your anxieties and just struggles with your mental health off of other people, because they may be able to offer you some advice. And that's exactly what my video on Thursday is going to be this week. I'm going to be doing this makeup look, yes, but as I do it, I'm also going to be talking about some advice and strategies that I have learned through my life in order to help me with depression and anxiety and kind of take care of myself and my mental health. So if you are interested in that video, that will be posted on Thursday. So make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss it. And you also can hit that notification bell so you get the notification of when it is posted. That is going to wrap up today's card. And we will get into the 10 of Swords next week. We are slowly making our way to the end of the Swords. I literally can't believe it. It's so crazy. Super excited. I'm super excited. Also, since we are approaching the end, please let me know what suit you want to see next. We have done the Pentacles and now we've done the Swords. Would we like to see the Wands, or would we like to see the Cups next? I'll let you guys decide in the comments below. And if you don't comment, then I'll just choose myself, and that's fine too. I will see you in the next one. Love ya.